Welcome back. We are live on Good Morning La La Land with the gorgeous Leticia.
Leticia, love the outfit.
Thank you. I just
and the
threw it on.
shoes. You got to show those cute, adorable
funky shoes.
shoes.
They match my makeup kit.
I love that.
You are so fabulous and full of so much light and personality.
Thank you.
We saw her recently on the hashtag Harry and Kelly show at Focus TV, and I said, come be a part of Good Morning La La Land.
I know. I'm like, keep me here. I want to just make over like all day.
All day, every day. Well, we're talking about, hashtag Transformation Tuesday. And we want to know, what was your story? When did you decide you wanted to be a makeup artist? Where were you? And how did you transform your life to do that?
Oh, cool. So it's about me. Okay. So I did not know I wanted to be in this industry. I didn't, at that time, I remember it was like back in 2010. And I didn't have a job, I didn't have a car, I didn't have like my paperwork to even work. My mom had to teach me how to ride the public transportation. So she's like, there's no excuses, we're gonna pay for your school, I'm gonna teach you how to take the train or the bus, and you're just gonna go and do it. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
And your family came to LA from Mexico?
No, they came to, I'm from Dallas.
Dallas, okay.
I was raised in Dallas, I'm from Mexico, yeah.
Okay,
so that happened there, and it's just like, I had so many excuses of why I didn't want to, but they were like, no, like there's something there. I know there is, and we just have to get it out of you. And they did.
I love
and
that.
they
Really
did.
inspirational story.
And now you are transforming.
So after that, I graduated in 2012, and my dad, I was a caregiver for my dad as soon as I started my career too. So he passed away in 2013, and then just when I was about to start, my mom gets diagnosed with cancer. So 2015, she passes away. So my life has literally just been like up and down, but still somehow in the beauty industry has kept me kind of like inspired and just say, hey, I can't stop now, so.
Wow.
How did you get through that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my mind was so focused on just working and just making people feel better that talking to them and saying, oh, you look so pretty, or it's kind of like a therapy to me too. So it kind of became therapy to me, and I get to, kind of talk to people and kind of make them feel better, not just look better.
Wow. Justin calls that
That's
therapist.
really
I love it.
Yeah, we literally are.
Yeah.
Really,
Definitely.
stylists are like therapists, and
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing that also is so serving to you, not just in the people that you're transforming, but that transformed how you felt about yourself.
I've been so lucky. I've been super lucky to meet so many people, and I always say I've been at the right place at the right time because there's always something happening. I'm so nosy and so into things that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna give you my card, and if just in case, you never know. And people always end up calling me.
I love that as an affirmation. I'm always at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That'd be a great affirmation.
Wow.
Yeah, my life has literally been like that, since the beginning, because it's just the motivation of having parents who brought you here, who didn't have anything and wanted to give you a better life. Like, who was I to stop that and to say I don't want to continue? So it's like, I can't. I have to keep going, and I have to make other things happen, and I did somehow.
Just
love that.
fantastic. How do you keep that sense of faith so strong? What do you do to keep that
I
yourself
did get
reminded?
into faith a lot more. I remember there was one Sunday where it was so pretty outside, but I was like, I felt so bad. And I missed my mom. It was like a month after my mom passed away. And I felt so bad. And I'm like, I just want to stay in, and I want to sleep, and I don't want to do anything. I didn't want to do my hair. I didn't want to do my makeup. But somehow I ended up at church in Dallas, and it was Prestonwood Church. And somehow I got into a Bible study, and then Bible study, I like the energy. I love the people there. It's just so positive. In my industry, it's really negative things that go on. So it's just like, okay, you have to go to a place where you feel comfortable and you feel like people are just rooting you. They don't really, they're not jealous, or they don't want to hold you back.
It's such an amazing thing what you're doing, and pulling off that positive energy and pulling off that light. And people now can watch you transform yourself doing your makeup and learning tips from you on YouTube. We've got some really special video we want to play. We can take a look at it while we talk about that.
Yeah.
So, tell us about just the experience of transforming yourself in the way that really makes you feel.
I laugh at that.
gorgeous.
I laugh at those videos because I am so into Instagram makeup for myself. And I heard you say people who have so much makeup. I literally only started doing my makeup probably 3 years ago on myself, where I took the time to do it. I always did it on other people, but I took the time to do it on myself.
And when you took the time to do it on yourself, how does that make you feel?
It makes you feel like, I know he was talking about a lot of makeup and Instagram makeup. It's really popular right now. But I really love a natural look on women. I love a natural, soft, pretty look on them. That's what all my clients request that. So I'm like, I get to do that on them. On myself, it's more extra. just because I am a makeup artist
let's
and I
talk
have
about
to
those
show.
lashes.
The lashes are amazing.
Yeah,
but I have
good
to
to be
say that
extra.
because your makeup's so professionally done right now,
Yeah.
the eyeshadow is what gets me. When you close your eyes,
It's
I'm
a
like,
lot of practice.
how in the world
It's a
does
lot
she
of
do
practice to
that?
blend in that.
It's the blend. I just can't do it
And
myself.
it's funny because my boyfriend now, he's like, every time I look at a girl, I'm like, ooh, you need to. I'm like, what?
You set the bar high for him. Yeah.
He's like, babe, now every time I look at a girl, I'm like looking at her eyebrows. And I'm like, what? He's like, or I'm looking at them like, girl, you need to blend that a little bit.
You spoiled him. You spoiled him.
Because I vent to him. We moved here together and we don't have anybody else. So I'm just like, I'm venting to him all the time. And he's like, okay, give me some time. Let me, process this. What are you talking about, first of all? And I'm like, oh, contouring and the blending and all this. And he's like, what?
So I have to
love
say that
watching
when
this.
I'm looking for a hairstylist or whatever, I look for their attitude because I don't want to have somebody when I'm sitting in a chair to have them complain about whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's so wonderful that you do that. How do you maintain that in your environment, working around other?
It's so
because there's
hard.
a lot of gossiping, a lot of kind of
I think
craziness.
now I see how toxic that can be because I had him, like my boyfriend, tell me there was a point in your life where I saw you so negative and you were just so down, and I could see that through like however you would talk to me or people. And I went back to thinking who I was working with at the time, and I'm like, you're so right. I felt miserable. I was just doing my job, but I felt super miserable being there because I hear negative things every single day. Like, I hate my wrinkles, I hate this, and I hate that. And I'm just like, no, you look pretty without makeup. I'm just gonna add a little bit in there, but you're just like beautiful. And I think that's one of the things that I want my goal to be as I get older is I want to be happy, like getting older. I want to be content with how I look. I don't want to like beat myself down or say I need this and I need that. And if I did, I mean, I'm scared of needles, so I haven't done it. but I would just want to be content and happy, like as I get older. I don't want to beat myself up every day saying those negative things about me.
So we're curious to know what the trends are, what you think the trends are for 2018.
So for sure, there's a lot of softer makeup. So I'm sure you would like that on girls. Softer highlighted makeup, but more like how they call it, strobing.
What's that?
Okay, we need to come back and do something.
It's a whole segment. It's a whole segment. Okay.
And you can strobe me.
It's like a soft highlight. So it's just more soft makeup. And basically you can achieve that with a lot more cream than powder and adding all that stuff.
So where can people follow you and get some more tips?
So my Instagram is at the Leticia G, and it's, how do you say that or the? My accent gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, either one works.
Whichever one
Either
you
works.
rock it, girl. It's your brand.
At the Leticia G, and since I am in LA now, I had to kind of upgrade my website a little bit. So I'm getting that done, but my website is www.leticiag.com.
Amazing.
So I'm getting kind of pimping that out for right now.
Yeah.
It's in LA, right? You're in Hollywood, it has to be Hollywood. So
It's a community, and that's what we're doing at Good Morning LaLa.
Yeah,
And it's, telling people's stories, and especially the stories that are really transforming the lives of the people that are in this
I
community.
get asked
and you're
a
doing
lot
that.
how people always want to ask me like, how did you get here? And I'm like, I could tell you every day or all day how to do things, but it's always that one person who it's just who you are, the blessings that you have. We're all gonna have different things and go through different things that I can't really tell you. Like the school, I can tell you what school or what this, but if you go, you might not get the same opportunities that I have because of different reasons. And that's my main thing I always tell people. I'm like, I could tell you where I went to, but it's just up to you. Especially the dedication and the passion that you put behind that.
Love that. You just gotta trust your own path, huh?
Yeah, you definitely do, and I did.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we're knowing the truth of eternal life for your parents, and just thank you so much for being an inspiration for so many people out there to fulfill their dreams.
Yeah, it's good to look back and say, I remember I used to walk to school, and there was this little creek there, and I would always tell myself, I know I'm walking right now, I'm struggling and all this, but this is going to be worth it one day. And I kept saying that to my head, this is going to be worth it one day, it's going to be worth it one day. And now I feel like it was definitely worth it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to working more with you
Oh,
and
yes,
getting the whole experience.
Strobing.
And I know that
Transformation Tuesday.
Guys, like, do you ever get like male grooming?
Absolutely. There's no question about it, man.
Is
We
that
were just talking
weird?
about that.
Is that weird to you?
No, not at all. Because
Guys freak out every time I say I'm gonna do
Yeah.
makeup. They're like, no makeup. I'm like, you believe me? You don't want to look shiny.
yeah, all you have
And
to
they
do,
don't get it. They
yeah,
don't
no,
get it.
all you have to do is look into the camera once and see the result, and it's like I was
Like,
all
why am I
shiny.
shiny? I'm like, I told you I wanted to hook you
Yeah.
up with with the, you know.
No, yeah, and anything that will help me improve the way I look, for sure.
Skin for sure. Everybody always asks me, what products do you is your favorite? I'm like, skincare is my #1 thing. I always take off my makeup off, and I always want to moisturize and just have a whole routine for that, because that's the main goal. I can't make it look like a, picture, especially, that's another different story. But it's just taking care of your skin, because everything we put on top of that is going to base on how your skin is.
For sure, for sure. So thank you so much for
Thank
your
you,
time. I really
guys.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we're going to wrap up the day and kind of give the lowdown of some health and wellness
And
vitality.
beauty tips for
Beauty tips.
hashtag Transformation Tuesday.
Stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back.